What's going on, YouTube? Doug Smith here with another follow-up on the yard. Wanted to go ahead and show you I put down some Epsom salt and I put down a light amount of Milorganite, which is a good natural slow release nitrogen that just really helps with the growing and the greening. Now I just cut the grass maybe 2 or 3 days ago. And I put it at the highest setting, but I still have a few spots. That's actually where I used a lot of Roundup to get rid of a whole bunch of these dandelions. But also I did put these wood blocks up so I could get rid of a lot of the traffic, people turning around up here. So we're gonna jump over there real quick. All right, so now that we're over here, you can see maybe from the first video, it is starting to grow in a lot better than what I was really expecting. I almost gave up on it, but you can see that it is starting to grow. Got a little bit of grass growth growing on, nothing major, but this is how the side yard is starting to come along, and it's looking a lot better than what it really has ever looked. Sorry about that, I had a phone call right there. We're gonna jump right over to the side yard here, or actually the front yard. And so after the cut on the front yard, it's looking a lot better as well. I had to put down a little extra seed in some of these tough spots here, and actually all the way along the trim there, as well as along the trim over here. I had to reseed, and actually now a lot of the stuff's coming up. Some stuff does actually take maybe 20-30 days to germinate, but I just went ahead and reseeded these areas. Sorry about the sun there, see if maybe that helps. But yeah, I mean, it's coming along. Got a lot of patches, but in the whole process of restoring, that is how far I have come. And so I think for any of you out there that are trying to figure out how to do this, you can actually start really small. If this is like the first video you're watching, what I did was about a month and a half ago, I went and put my mower at the lowest setting and I scalped the lawn. Now I don't really recommend that unless you're gonna really heavily seed afterwards, but I figured that would give time for whatever grass that does survive that cutting to grow, and during the process of it being stunted from the cut, it would give the grass seed time to germinate. So the grass seed germinating, once that's sprouted and reaches about 3 inches, the grass that survived the cut should be right around 3 to 4 inches. So that allows me to try to stay within the 1/3 rule when you cut the grass. So that way when I did my first cut, I wasn't really doing any major harm. Now I am going to be doing another video here soon because I definitely have to sharpen my blade on the mower. It's pretty dull, but so far it does a pretty good job. That'll be another, I guess, one of the next videos coming up. But if you're at this step, like right now it's April 28th, we're coming into 70 to 80 degree weather, so that's where we're at. So when you're coming into where it doesn't really get any colder than 40 at night and it's about 65, 70 in the day, that's when you want to start all this, or like maybe the week before that weather kind of hits. You just gotta kind of know your climate area a little bit better. I already know how the weather trend is here, so I just went ahead and started. And I mean, aside from the bare spots, everything looks pretty good. Maybe if I zoom in a little bit, I mean, you can see where it's nice and dense. It's very dense. It's just a matter of getting all these spots filled in. But at the end of the year, where fall comes around, I'm going to overseed, and that's going to make the big difference for next year. This year I'm just going through the process, eliminating weeds and I guess seeding as much as I can until it gets to be too hot for the summer. So if this video has helped you out in any way, definitely subscribe and check out the first video of the series, which you're going to see on a link right on the video here. And anything that you guys have any questions about, this is all new. I'm doing a trial and error. I'm kind of following a little bit of what Grass Daddy says and what the lawn care nut, Mr. Alan Haynes, says. So I'm just kind of following along a little bit and applying. So, I mean, definitely any questions you guys have, I can do whatever I can to find out. But definitely subscribe to stay tuned to this series so you can see how all this lawn turns out in the long run.